True, at 6 a.m. It's yeah, I know the feeling. Joshua, how was the
Evening sessions,
pizza?
I always feel like it went quick. In the morning sessions, I'm like, what's going on?
Seiji, you just have to build a
True.
server inside where you can do the classes from.
Probably a good idea.
All right. Okay, we can start with the homework. Let me
好
see.，
我们准备先来从作业开始。
All right. We actually saw a few topics last time. Do you guys remember the very first thing? It was mainly a class of metaphors. Please explain the two concepts our teacher extracts from the root text when it talks about things around us being like sea foam. Do you guys remember?
They are delicate.
I might have to go to San Diego to do some research.
Yeah, Nick should answer this one. Why?
They don't-
Why things like sea foam?
Wait, why are things like seafoam? Or which topics is he comparing to seafoam?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't remember the section.
It was the sea foam on the mountains, is that correct? That we were
Sorry?
talking about? Was it the sea foam that was sort of in front of the mountains?
No,
No.
No, that's the fog, the mist.
Is this impermanence, Seiji?
Yes. Words got it. Yep. You hear that word?
Word has got it.
Noor said, like usual.
Thank you, Mark.
Things around us are like sea foam that stays. In that immediate moment, it's as if it was substantial, but when a finger touches it, it vanishes. So yeah. Actually, he talked about two things. One about them not being substantial, and the other one as like word said, impermanence. The smallest thing can destroy our body.
yeah.
All right. Second question. Our text actually mentioned 4 other metaphors to illustrate the lack of self-nature to things. You guys remember? Let's start by remembering which one are they, and if you guys can tell me briefly which one, what each one of them represents.
Hey, Seiji, is it true that if you get all 4 correct, you get a bumblebee suit like Maitri has?
I don't know if they make those for adults, but yeah, we can try.
Mirages.
One already said, I think it was Captain Bill. Who was it? No,
Rob.
Rob. Oh yeah, Rob, you said one.
Sorry, I'm on my bicycle.
I think you said two, the mountains and the fog.
The fog around the waist of a mountain.
Yep.
Before that, we had the mirage.
Yeah, that's another one. That's actually, you guys are giving them in order, so that's great. The third one, it can be the equivalent of modern times is our Zoom screen right now.
Oh, the sheen on a mirror and the object in front of
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah, you got it. And then the fourth one,
Big fluffy clouds in the sky.
yeah, awesome. Okay, so real quick, do you guys remember what they? Well, I think they're pretty self-explanatory, but let's start with the fog. Do you guys remember what the metaphor said?
it seems to have some solidity, but it doesn't.
Yep, great. What about the mirage?
Same. Seems to exist, but it doesn't.
Right. There seems to be like water in it, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
seems to be water. Yep.
I added this at the end. I'm not exactly sure if this is what they were trying to do. Things like solidity, things are like an illusion. Number 3 was mirror.
It seems like something's there that's not.
Things are not what they seem.
Yep. I thought, well, maybe this is not
You can
correct.
say
Things are a reflection.
you can say that. That's good.
I thought it was about
Okay.
conditions coming together, but
Right. That one, it said, it could be said in the Mirage as well. It said when the sand and the hot sun.
yeah.
And then the fourth one, which is the clouds. Actually, this one you already said.
Yeah, this is the
The
impermanent one, right?
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
All right. And what's the point of these metaphors? What is the real topic that we want to talk about?
Empty. Oops.
Yep.
Our belief in
And-
self-existence.
Doctrine?
And since this is Lojong text, what else?
Doctrine?
Self-perishing.
Mhm. Cool.
Eliminating.
Yeah, that's when, if you guys remember, that's when he said that the enemy is self-grasping, and he appointed his butcher to destroy us, self-cherishing. Same thing, that they have no nature on their own. Why does that help us? Oops.
Because they appear to us to have self-nature.
And how would that help me in real life?
You can
That
use
they
it.
have no.
You can use it in the kitchen on Noor.
Right. I can. Doesn't mean I do, but cool. We have the power to eliminate them, therefore all of our problems and obstacles, right? Now, oh, Geshe-la, so this paragraph, I struggle a lot and I panic and I had to ask Nick for help.
Oh, okay. That's good. Let's see here. What this says is the same as above. That's correct. All of these things as purest things, which are really real nice, permanently permanent, even the context, Yipin Yin Yang. You gotta pause after young. All of these things appear as objects which are really real, permanently permanent. Period.
Yeah, I put a however there, Seiji. What happened?
Yeah.
Lost in translation.
And then the Yang says, however, ultimately speaking, okay. However, speaking, okay. So Dundambar just means ultimately speaking.
Oh, okay. Right.
Manyong is an idiom, you guys. Manyong means not experienced. But when you use it with a verb, like, have you ever been to Kansas? And you can say domanyong. And that's the colloquial way to say, I have never been there in my life. Okay, I've never made that trip. So manyong means not experience, and then you put a verb in front of it, and it means never ever, was never ever. Okay, so has never ever been real. Okay, these things, all of these, ultimately speaking, from the point of view of the objects, from the point of view of their time, and from the point of view of the period that you're discussing, it doesn't matter what context. Kangi Cup means it doesn't matter what context you're talking about. They have never ever, as my teacher would say, been real. Okay, there's never been a time, a place, or a situation where anything has been real. Okay, never happened, never will. Okay, like that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And when they say den or tak,
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't
Real,
just
real.
I wouldn't repeat that. I would say something like it means Really real is okay, but we don't say permanently permanent in it's mean
Oh,
it means
Definitely permanent.
totally real, totally permanent, something like that. Yeah, yeah. Or
oh.
definitely unchanging or something like that. Okay. He's doing a colloquial thing, you know. It's well, you know, how big was the problem you had at work? Oh, big, big. Okay. All right. It's a tough to translate this. Yours is the
Yeah.
only text that is written in colloquial Tibetan mostly. So it's a great chance for all of you to learn the colloquial language, which is totally different from the scriptural language. Okay. And it's
Yeah.
almost like learning two languages. It's a pain in the butt. Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, we finished that part. Okay, Nick, since you guys have been working together today, this is one long sentence. So Nick is going to make sure you pronounce it right, Seiji.
Okay.
No, Maitri,
She.
no helping, Maitri.
He's eating, so
Okay.
she danko che tang dat tunzin pa she sok rangone sumtup tu trupa drawar nganga yonglo tru we shen wang tu cure pa pe detar nangwa lenge wo chupa chungse kyang yema nyongshing de chirten dampar chutam che jondo tang kundepki yule ndepe nangro jondok ja dokche soktang jawe tuno.
Yeah, awesome.
Nice, nice. All right. Che dan dat so when you say me or self, and when you talk about holding to a self nature, it feels as if those selves are rangane dupa. What's that mean, you guys?
Established from their own side.
Yeah, and in person, I think this is one of the most useful words for understanding emptiness, is to say from its own side. And when you say it has a nature of its own or blah blah, it doesn't really strike an American in English speaker very strong. But when you say things don't exist from their side, they exist from your side, I think at least for Americans, it's much more. It hits your heart much deeper. Okay. Tsuk tuk. Do you guys? Anybody know tsuk tuk?
We had it.
Tsuk tupa means like self-standing, independent, exists on its own. You know, things nangwa that way. They look like that. Okay, as if they were dawa. They look as if they were self-standing, independent of your perceptions, okay? But you have shenwanged to lo tulwa.
We've come under the power of a mistaken state of mind.
Yeah, and for all of you mind-only scholars, here's a beautiful, real example of shenwang, okay? The tendency to think in the wrong way, you are shenwang to that. You are under the, what do you call it, sway, or more harder than that?
Influence, of course.
Thrall is better. It's totally controlling you. Shenwang. Okay, you are helpless in the hands of this mistaken state of mind that thinks that things are coming from their own side and are standing there on their own. Okay, you are helplessly controlled by it. Okay.
Is it manipulated? Or is that not?
Yeah, I mean, I want to get this sense of you don't want to be, but you are. Okay. All right, to Kyope. this lay here at the end of the third line is comparative. Okay, they none were like that, but rather, okay, they appear that way. Okay, they do appear that way, but in reality, okay, man.
They don't even have a little of their own nature.
Yeah, they don't have a single atom of existence from their side, or the amount that you could get if you took a horsehair and split it into 1,000 pieces.
1,000. Right.
Now, I just taught you manyong as attached to a verb. Dro manyong means I've never been to Kansas. What's your manyong?
Not even a little. Not at all.
Yeah,
Ever.
it has never ever happened that they existed from their own side any percent. Okay, Nyongshi, Deicher, and therefore, once you reach Dundam Demba, okay, from the point of view of ultimate reality, all things are beyond Drondok and Kundep.
Oh, overestimating and underestimating?
Yeah. What's overestimate in the kitchen?
Thinking that the husband is angry because traffic.
Yeah, good.
Oh, that the husband is really there?
No, you said it right the first time. Okay. He's angry because he had bad traffic on the way home. And what would Kundep be? Meta.
There's no husband
Yeah.
at all?
If my husband's not upset because he's hungry and had traffic, then he's not upset. Or there's no husband in the kitchen. These are the two extremes. Either wrongly assigning the reason for him being angry, or saying if that's not true, then he doesn't exist at all. Then there's no husband in the kitchen. Okay, got it? All right. By the way, I remember a friend of mine saying, Art, in a great moment of insight, he said, if you think about it, the drondok is about 99% of the time. And the kundep is only a result of someone telling you he's empty. And that's true. That's what the scriptures say. On a normal day, you are overestimating 99% of the time, and you think he's angry because he didn't get fed. And how often are you thinking he's not, then he doesn't exist at all? In scripturally, that only happens after a bad lecture on emptiness. Okay, that only happens to people who got a bad teaching on emptiness. So relatively, it's extremely rare to think if my husband's not coming from being upset, if he's not upset because of traffic, he doesn't even exist. I mean, that doesn't happen a lot, right? Okay, it was a great insight, yeah, and it's true. Okay, Yulin Dena, Drondok Cha Dokche. There's nobody there to do the overestimating. There's nobody there. Sorry, there's nothing there to be underestimated. Overestimated. John Dokcha. There's nothing there to be overestimated. And there's nobody there to overestimate them. Dokche. My tree rolling. Soktan Chawi Dun, okay? You can't find anybody in the kitchen even to overestimate. And you can't find anyone in the kitchen who's overestimating them either.
Again,
What?
so what's the soak? The korndepping?
Yeah, that's all you got left. Sorry, domdoking here. Okay.
Okay.
He's talking about the core sum of domdok.
Right. So, but the soak would be what? The object, the one thing left, or the korndepping in opposition?
The
third element of the three spheres?
Yeah, it's the action of domdoking if you read dokche as the person doing the doking.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Good question. All right, let's go, Seiji. Next, let's get this all together for you in one spot where it happened. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Tim is wide awake and wants to check you.
Okay. Chete de tawe na korwan korwe yuto wo dangzin dang dang chenzin la sokpa namden parma chupe nade ni ki kepe le tang nyomong patang.
Yeah.
Ewan ki.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead. Let's do this. Well, read it together. I'm sorry. It shouldn't be split, actually. Day one key.
Dewan ki sipe nesu korlo tar korte dunyal nyongwa sokyang nansama tokrang na jupa kang shik te medo.
You're
Was that?
Did you,
Oh, you te medo.
do you want to correct something?
It was the nay. It was the no nay.
Ngune. Yeah. Ngune.
Nene,
Okay.
nene.
Uh,
Good, thanks.
now it's getting subtle. Okay. Detawe no means therefore. What's korwa, Seiji? Korwa.
Will?
Samsara, yeah. And then the verb is to cycle, okay, to spin in the wheel, okay, to turn in the wheel, okay. Korwa kor, say korwa kor. Korwar, yeah, to spin around in the circle, to spin around on the merry-go-round, right? Korwa kor. What's the main cause, gyuitso, of spinning around on the wheel? There's two of them.
Right. Grasping to self and self-cherishing.
Good. Okay, let me fix that here. Okay, good. La sopa. He had people say la sopa him. Now, something interesting here. He says, those guys, Demba Madupa. Yeah, that's interesting, right, Seiji? The tendency to believe that the husband is mad because he's hungry, and the tendency to be worried more about yourself than the lady next door who's getting yelled at. Right? Those two tendencies themselves are Demba Madupa.
Are not.
It's from their side either. It's interesting. He's not talking about the husband. He's talking about your tendency to misunderstand the husband is not real. Okay? And your tendency to take care of yourself with your husband more than you're worried about your neighbor and her husband. Okay? Those both are not real. Okay? That's very interesting. He went that way. And that draws into question the lay, which is kepa, by these two bad habits.
Yeah. Karma that is
Created. Now you can say planet.
Okay.
And it draws
into
question the nyomombas that you get in the kitchen.
Oh, the negative emotion.
Yeah, okay. And day wonky, because we misunderstand the reality of our own emotions and our own tendencies, we korlo kor.
Oh, spinning the one.
Then he has a positive for korlo kor. What does it mean to spin in the wheel? Dung ngao nyong.
Experience suffering.
To experience suffering. Yeah. Okay, sokyang. But even the suffering that you experience is just a nangwa and doesn't exist rangune dupa.
Yeah, the suffering doesn't exist by its own side.
Yeah. Even the pain you feel when you get yelled at by your fake husband is also fake. And we never talk about that. That's very beautiful. Okay. Okay, you're gonna read this, and Venerable Jigme wants to check you. Yay! Loudly.
Shepate petang rikpe namchang te ta yepe ngone tun tampa. Sorry?
No, you're good.
Oh. Tampa ten la pep par zepa yinche katselto.
By the way, I don't know about everybody else on this call, but I have a lot of fun hearing the children. And my teacher always invited all the children into the class. And it was a little hard to concentrate, and it made the whole class much more meaningful, because that's who we're trying to save, right? It's the children. Okay, so Bedang Rikpe Namdang Tayepe Gone.
You've come a long way, boss.
Yeah, I know. I'll get that, don't worry. Monica says she wants a baby. I said I dodged that bullet. Okay.
You can have mine.
There are countless ways that there are countless metaphors you could use, like all those metaphors you had for this last homework, Seiji. And there's countless reasonings you could use, okay? To establish that the real meaning of ultimate, okay? Okay. And Katsalto means our teacher described it. Now, anybody want to tell me, he's using a famous phrase from scripture. And if you don't know scripture well, you don't catch it. He says, Ripa taye begone. Ripa taye begone. What is that?
That's using infinite proofs of emptiness, like bodhisattvas use them to prove they like to learn infinite proofs of emptiness.
And it's supposed to be the sign that a person has a high spiritual IQ. Okay, the higher your spiritual IQ, the more hungry you are for more emptiness proofs. Okay, and that's a fact. That's a fact. If you're, in my opinion, if you're attracted to mixed nuts classes, if you're a survivor in the mixed nuts classes, and we have Nick, I think it's around an 85% survival rate for this whole term, unless they all got replaced by somebody else. It means you are extremely high spiritual IQ. You have an extremely high spiritual IQ. That's the test in the scriptures of a person who has a good chance of getting out of samsara. They want more information about how to prove emptiness. And if you really wanted to prove emptiness, you might go to the 38 proofs found in Utpala's new book, okay? In Venerable Utpala's new book, 38 proofs of emptiness. Where are you going to get that in Walmart? All right. Okay, we've had some big moments today. Stanley started his new book. He finished his first book. Even if he doesn't survive to 2055 or whatever, he finished his first book. And Seiji can say he has reached
the 11th day session.
The 11th day of teaching, of this lecture, of this teaching.
Oh.
How many days total? Do you remember, Seiji? I don't remember.
I thought it was 10, but I guess it's 11.
Not 10.
Man,
Let's look it up. Should turn.
I think it's 11, isn't it?
Yeah, 11.
Yeah, it's 11. You're on the last day.
Wow.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Seiji. Oh my god.
Hey.
Uh,
So we still have 100 pages to go.
It must have been a long last day.
Many thank you.
Okay, here we go. Please read, and Hasso is begging to check you. You want to come sit here, Hasso? Do you feel comfortable to sit here? Yeah. You also doesn't bite usually.
No.
Just watch your head.
Yeah.
Okay, read this in
Say you read them. Or who's reading?
your. Oh, sorry. Seiji's reading and Hasso's checking you.
Chetun chu chikpe kapsu. Je nam kurle. Detar kyu tang. Jeboi
Yam.
chenki.
Yam.
Yam.
Okay.
Nyamgur. Nyamgurle. Detar kyu tang.
Let me interrupt you again, which is my specialty. You can ask Nick. This poetry. So I want to hear bum 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 bum. Okay, here we go.
Oh yeah, the commas. Chetun chu chik Pekapsu.
No, not yet.
Jenium.
Sanskrit.
It starts with data. It starts with data. Okay. So
Okay.
we need in pair, and then 3.
Okay. Data Qtang trace buiteng. Wait.
I'm sorry, 3
Data
substitute.
buiteng ki.
Yeah, data, gyudang, debu, techen ki. Okay, skip that little part, then go down drawer.
Shepane down your top pay tuntang dan parche.
He says
Wait.
topa. Juan says topa.
Instead of tope.
Topa tuntang den parche. Nyang your nge kyang nyam lente tarje. Tandur ke kyang deshin tensalo.
Okay, good. This is a very, very beautiful book by Jetson Kappa, and it's called Nyamgur. Nyamgur means my own spiritual life, my own realizations. Okay, it's a song. Sometimes it's called the song of his own personal experiences. It's a beautiful, beautiful text. And Gibson, are you still there? No? Too bad. He's going to get a...
He's here.
Gibson.
I'm here.
All
I'm
right.
here.
Let's find a commentary and you translate it, okay?
Okay.
God knows when we're going to do it, but okay, we'll see. We'll find a commentary. Okay, and this is extremely beautiful spiritual song of his own spiritual life by Tsongkhapa. It's very, very famous. And the author, sorry, the speaker is quoting it. Why?
Oh, every time they start a new day, he does he pumps up the crowd with awesome teachings.
My theory is everyone's late and he doesn't want to get to the text until the first 15 minutes is over. Okay. Yeah. No, but it's a tradition to, you start out with a pep me up verse, okay? And he chose a good one. And I went and got you the whole verse because he didn't quote the whole verse because they all know the verse and we don't know the verse. So here's the whole verse right here, okay? And let's go line by line, okay?
Okay.
Read the first line. Hassel's still checking you. Hassel's going to help you translate it.
Okay, I'll try.
Detar Qtang trabu tek chen yi. Lam chok yi kar go pe tung mong lam.
Stop there.
Yishin.
Stop there. Stop on the first 2 lines. Yeah. We're going to streak this. Here it says the Mahayana path has 2 components, Gyudan Debu. What's it mean? The Mahayana path.
Oh, cause and effect.
But what would it be? What's the 2 divisions of the Mahayana?
Emptiness and
Oh, wisdom.
white.
Wisdom and empty.
I'm waiting. Sutra and Tantra. Yay. Tim.
Oh.
It's Sutra and Diamond Way. Okay. So he says, look, the Mahayana has 2 parts. The Sutra is sometimes called Gyu, and Diamond Way is sometimes called the Resolve Vehicle. Okay. All right. So the Mahayana has 2 parts, the open part and the secret part. Okay. Both of those high paths require the Tumolingam.
Sutra, shared path.
The shared path, which is the Lamrim. Okay, so whether you're studying Sutra, like in the mixed nuts right now, mostly, or you're studying the result path, which is Diamond Way, for both of them require the Lamrim. Okay, if you have a good teacher, they will spend a long time teaching you the Lamrim. Okay,
Again.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Wait, isn't the shared path sutra, not the lam rim?
No, it's a lam rim. This is so kappa. Okay, keep going. Seiji.
Okay.
Yishin.
Yishin kene kepe den et ponki ngun la tene gyute gyatso che.
Gun la. Yeah.
Gun latene.
Gun.
No, gun laten.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna give you the first word of the next line, shuk. Okay, that fits that. We need the verb. Okay. Okay. So after you have generated within your own mind each of the lam rims one by one. Okay. Jishinkene, after you've learned death, the impermanence of death, how to go to a teacher, blah blah blah. Okay.
Jishin is one by one.
Jishin means correctly. Okay, correctly. Then you should find a depan, captain of the ship. And there's a beautiful poem in the Bhagavad Gita about the ship, right? So go find a captain of the ship who is a kepa,
Master.
who is a master, okay? Then on that good.
Stick.
Yeah, good means protector or savior. Okay, so commit yourself to a teacher of the Diamond Way, okay? And then you can take off across the ocean of the Gyudes.
The basket of the Diamond Way.
Gyudeshi. Gyudeshi.
The force.
Tantra Pitaka.
The four classes of Tantra, okay? So, you know, it's almost like you've crossed the continent using the lam rim. Now you're ready to enter the Tantra. And first thing to do is find someone who understands it, who can teach you. And then, only then should you jump on the ship of the Diamond Way and start across the ocean of the four secret classes. And, you know, in Tibet, in ancient times, in 1419 or whatever, the Gyatso was a big place, okay? And what he's saying is, it's gonna be a long trip, right, Chinzo? It's gonna be a long trip. We were talking about when we got ordained. She's 30 years, she's 22 years. And it's a long trip, okay? It takes a while. Okay, shuk means start to cross the ocean. It means take your first day journey across. Well, it does mean enter, but what it means was do the first step of the journey. Get on the boat, throw the rope off the dock, and start. Okay, and how long it's going to take after that, we don't know yet. Okay. And then you should try to busten, not bretten, the menga.
Rely on those advices.
Yeah, rely on the personal advices, which is the essence of the secret path. I don't know how he got that. Did I? I didn't do that. Something magical just happened. Okay. And try to make your downjor meaningful. Okay, what's downjor?
Oh, leisure and fortune?
Yeah, I don't know how I got this thing.
It'll go away usually. It just goes away.
All right, those things too. Now, Seiji, the next two lines are extremely important because they repeat themselves. In this song, the last two lines, the refrain, are always the same. And I think it's a good luck if Gibson reads this two lines. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Loud.
You mean the Nanjo?
Yeah, but
Negang.
wait. I want to hear bum 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 bum. Okay.
Oh, sure. Nanjo Negang Yang Nen De Da Gi.
Nice.
Ta De Ku Gang De Xin Gang Che Lo.
Nice. Did you memorize this or are you just showing off? No.
no.
Okay. It's a very beautiful refrain. Okay. This is how the great yogi, who's me, did my practice. And those of you who want to get to freedom, please do the same. Yang Lo means it's very high honorific. Please conduct yourself the same. I beg you. Okay. This is what I did. And I beg you to do the same. It's very beautiful. Very rarely he refers to himself as Nyangzhong. Nyangzhong Na. Me the Nyangzhong, me the yogi. I the yogi practice this way. And I beg you guys to do the same. It's very beautiful. So we'll try to find a commentary, Gibson, right? It's not very long. Yes.
What's the name of this poem again? Sorry, I didn't.
It's called Jay Nyamgur. It's right here. Jay Nyamgur. It's
okay.
And that's the common name. That's the nickname. Okay. It means the song of my spiritual life. It's very beautiful because rarely Tsongkhapa talks about himself, almost never. And this whole poem, he reveals his secrets of his own practice. It's very we want to start tomorrow. Let's forget stopping the term.
Let's do it.
Don't worry, the next one is coming up very quickly.
Let's get up at 4 o'clock so we can do Tim's text in. Give his text. Okay, shut up. Give me my. All right. I don't know how to get rid of that thing. Okay.
Go to the edit, then undo.
In
Whatever you.
have I?
It's on your.
You want to undo the last move you did.
Well, it's in Zoom.
Wasn't
not
home.
not in Geshe Michael's computer.
Stop screen share and then restart.
There we go.
Yeah.
You gotta
How many Buddhists does it take to remove a red line? All right, here we go, Seiji. Christina Kasica wants to check.
Okay.
Okay. Shipet Singdrel Radutselne Goshi Shelung Kasang Chune.
Good. Singdel means what? A drapa to the tsik.
Commentary to just the words.
Yeah, Lama gave a commentary on the wording of this important verse from Tsongkhapa's own song of his own spiritual life. Raktu means short and messy. Okay. Rak means very rough, quick. He gave a rough, quick commentary. It means he didn't want to spend time on it. He wanted to get back to the book, right, Seiji? Mushi means the real thing, the real teaching. What do you call it?
Main event?
The main event. Yeah, I like the main event. Shelung means his commentary to Dharma Rakshita, right? Kasang, what does it mean, you guys?
Wasn't that yesterday?
Excellent, Nick. I was on the verge of offering money, and thank you for answering quickly. Kasang Turne means he continued from yesterday. He took off from. He started off from where he left off.
Picked up from where he left off.
Picked up from where he left off. Okay, and he goes to the text, and let's go straight to the commentary, Seiji. We have about 10 minutes, right?
10 minutes, yeah.
You ready? You got to talk loud because the microphone's over here. Okay, go, Seiji.
Okay. Shesung te kasang shupa teyan cheki chetamche rangshin ki chupa mepar nam trang tu me kune tan la pepana
Good.
10 lap.
Okay. Kasang Shuba means it's very polite, you know, the teaching which I offered you yesterday. Okay, the teaching when I offered you yesterday, and everything kind of immediately before that, Yenche, it was talking about how Seiji, Che Tam Che Rang Shin Ki Jupa Mepa.
Something.
All chus, all the things in the universe are
all the.
none of them drupa through any rangshing of their own.
By this, they rely on.
Yeah, none of them exist through any nature of their own. Okay, drupa me. None of them exist through any nature of their own. And look, I taught it to you through namdang, many namdangs.
Commentaries?
This means synonyms, but I taught it to you from 1,000 angles. Okay. Tenla Papana. I described it to you. I gave you the whole understanding to 1,000 different synonyms or 1,000 different presentations. Okay. And we kind of finished establishing like fog and bubbles and all that stuff, that nothing had any nature of its own. Now, a question may come up in your mind. Here we go.
Ona ta nie tam tuang ling tre soki nam shakmi te tampshena.
Very, very crucial question. Okay. I spent a lot of hours teaching you guys how nothing existed from its own side. Now, maybe one of you got a question in your mind, Shena. Okay, you got a question in your mind. Len de te dam. Len de te dam. What's the dam? Yeah, my tree. What's the dam? Question mark. After a D. Yeah. So, len de is len de tepa?
Yeah.
What's it mean?
It's cause and effect.
Cause,
Cause
karma, and
effect,
consequences. Yeah.
Yeah, do the rules of karma and its consequences, which is a nice way to translate Nende for me. Are the rules of karma and its consequences, do they hold or not?
Mm-hmm.
Everything's empty. If nothing's real, can we still say karma and its consequences is correct? Okay.
It's not conventionally.
Even
Anya.
also says, Gesla, translate the first part here, even conventionally. Conventionally, okay?
Yes,
Yeah,
is that Tane conventionally, or is it like merely labeled?
in name only.
Yeah.
Nominally.
Yeah.
It's almost the same.
Okay.
Okay. But can we say in conventional terms that karma and its consequences still holds, even though everything's empty?
I can say.
It's a fair question, right? And here's the answer from Seiji Arao today. Okay.
Teni mayinte nang tam tu cha che tam che tep yino she tun pe le tu ndi ma me che nam tsung pa yin la.
Good. I added this mitepa for you just to make it clear. The karma and its consequences, the way it works, is not mite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not, what do you call it? Voided by the fact that everything is empty, okay? It's not voided. Nansam only in appearance, okay? Only in appearance. Chawa che kamje tempa. I like to translate this as the way things work is all fine. It's all correct. Okay, the way things work, the way things do other things, it's all fine. Okay, it's all fine. Things do other things. Okay, and in order to teach that, tumbe ledu means in order to indicate that, Dhammarakshita stated the mention. Everything after this point. Okay, what comes after this point in the poem is to indicate that the laws of karma and consequences are still valid, even though things are empty. Okay, so that's what we're going to teach from this point on for a while. Okay, all right. Please read Seiji and Carney. You want to take a shot? Sure. Okay. Hey, Seiji, try to make a mistake for Connie.
Teyang dina te dak tang dagzing tang kutam bras u shesok umar nangwandi daklara
Connie says debu.
Debu. Shesok tu mar nangwandi dakla rangit seni ki chupe rangshin de tabu mena yang.
Okay. We got lots of concept here. Tumanang. Okay. What do we got? We got dak, you know.
Self.
We got dangzin, holding
Grasping to self.
We got gyudan debu, cause and effect. Okay. All these other things. Duman Nangwa, we got lots of things appearing, okay? All of them, Rangshin Me, have no nature of existing through some nature of their own, okay? They don't have a self nature. Yang, there's the important word, but, and here's a beautiful way to end your term, Seiji. And we're going to finish this sentence even if it takes till 10. All right. Everyone in this room is excited by that possibility.
Yay!
Please read. Grandpa will correct you.
Okay. Karna chu wang pa
Tangba. Tangba.
Dangba.
Tangpa.
War nanki lawe.
Dawe. Parnangi dawe.
Parnangi dawe.
Yep.
Kill.
Kinkor.
Dawe. Kill kor ni. Sokpe.
Nitsok.
Kill kor nitsok.
Pewanki.
Pewanki chu nang tula we rangsu.
He's going to read this verse till 10.
Wait. Okay. Rangsu.
Rangsu ngenge lame kyang.
Good.
Yopat u sunyam. Tabui suknyam nyun me tu sharwa chokpar minupa de shintu.
Nice. Okay, good. Perna means, for example, Chudamba means crystal clear water. Okay, like a crystal lake. And Par Nangi Dawe Kinkor. What's Kinkor in Sanskrit?
Mandala.
Mandala.
Okay. And the moon is often referred to as a mandala because the ancient meaning of mandala is disc. Okay, and it comes from a disc-shaped earring, actually, but that's a long story. Okay, so anyway, so if the planet, okay, of the moon, okay, the heavenly body, the heavenly disc called the moon, which is standing in the Parnang, in the sky, okay, Nitsok, very famous expression, Nitsok, when the two come together in the same room, or whatever. Okay, there's a nice quiet lake, and up there's a moon shining down. Then there's gonna be a dawa in the chu. It's gonna look like there's a moon in the water, okay? Rang suk ngune means, ngunepa means the real thing, okay? It's an idiom, ngunepa, okay? The shape of the moon or the appearance of the moon, ngune, the real one, me. It's not sitting in the lake, okay? But it looks like it is. Yutabu. Suknyan. It's just a suknyan.
Reflection.
It's just a reflection. Nyun me is a new idiom you can learn word, okay? Nyun me.
Not crazy?
Yeah, but it has a meaning of no one can dispute it.
Oh, okay.
It means no one can dispute it. It means not crazy, yeah. But it means indisputably. Indisputably. It's Shawa.
Yeah.
Appears.
Yeah, and nobody could ever gopa.
What are you gonna say? You can't see the moon?
They stopped.
Nobody could ever deny it. Okay. Just like that.
That's nice.
You know, just like that, good deeds make good results, bad deeds make bad results. Just because the conditions have come together. Okay. Yeah. Nice place to stop, Seiji.
Hey. Wow. Thanks a lot, Geshe-la.
Thank you. Thanks for hanging in there. I'm very impressed that no mixed nut has quit yet. And God bless you all. I'm ready to do it by myself if you all quit, but it's a lot more fun with everybody. So I'm really happy. I tell Veronica like every other day, I say, I can't believe that none of them quit yet. So thank you for that, you guys.
Thank you for that.
Please keep leading us through this. This is amazing.
Okay, Gewa.
Nothing more fun in the world.
How's Maitri feeling? Is Maitri feeling better?
More or less. No, not really, honestly.
Does he have?
We don't think it's a virus. We think it might have been something he ate.
Oh, okay.
He's been in pain, so we don't know. It's hard since he cannot tell us, so we just need to guess it.
All right. Well, give us an update in the morning, okay? Yeah, it's a little conked out. Hey, that's the bee suit that I want Rosa to make a big one for me.
Oh.
Can you bring my tree back? Amelie wants to see him so bad.
Yeah.
Thank you. She really misses him. We've been talking about him every day. She thinks he wants to steal her toys.
Hopefully, we'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.
All right.
But on our way
Thank you,
today or way
Geshe-la.
back.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Seiji.
Hi, Amelie. Hi, Amelie.
Hey, and thanks, Nick, for organizing us.
Hi, Emily.
Hi.
Hi, Emily.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Bye, Mr. Bumblebee. Okay, get some sleep, you guys.
See you guys bright and early. Thank you.
Thank you, translators. You're amazing.
Thank you, translators.
And
congrats, Gibson.
Maybe early, but not right.
Yes.
Okay.